George Floyd's death sparked a global reckoning on racial justice. Demands for equality combined with severe economic hardship from the pandemic created a wave of support for Black-owned business. But has it kept up?
July was the biggest month of sales that I have ever done. It was amazing.
Terrence Williams started his business in 2014.
I make ethically sourced and sustainably produced clothing and accessories. I design and hand make everything.
In June, social media feeds flooded with lists of restaurants, bookstores, artists, and other Black-owned businesses. And Terrence's designs stood out.
From those lists, I was in BuzzFeed articles. There were influencers with, over 1 million followers buying my items and then doing Black-owned small business hauls.
He welcomed the exposure, but as a one-person operation, the work just became overwhelming.
I dreamed of being in this position, and it's a position that you always want to be in, but literally having it happen overnight or in the span of 3 days, it was a lot. When you're only used to doing a certain volume and then that volume is tripled, we're not Amazon. We can't do next day or same day delivery because a lot of the stuff is handcrafted.
It's one of the reasons Terrence wishes support for his business could be more consistent throughout the year.
It has definitely tapered off. I'm still doing amazingly well, but it doesn't match the figures from July. It could be for a couple of factors and a couple of reasons, but it definitely does seem in general that the Black Lives Matter supporting small businesses is kind of a trend for some people. So they just do it just to check off a box and say, hey, I supported a Black-owned business, I posted my Black Square, I've done my advocacy work for the month.
Websites like BlackOwned Brooklyn are hoping to change that.
BlackOwned Brooklyn is a digital publication documenting Black Brooklyn's people, places, and products. It was started basically to fill a void.
Cynthia and Tayo Giwa profile local business owners for their site. With over 93,000 followers on Instagram, the couple says storytelling is the key to lasting impact.
BlackOwned Brooklyn wasn't created in reaction to any national crisis. We've been doing this work for over 2 years. This isn't a fad. For lots and lots of people, a lot of our readers, this is something that they've been doing and plan to continue doing, regardless of whether there's big media coverage around it. People are making these lists and they're important. I think what we're doing is different and more dynamic because we're really spending a lot of time thinking and listening to these business owners tell us about themselves. That isn't just, here's a list of Black-owned businesses. It runs a lot deeper than that.
And their work is making a difference.
Business owners constantly tell us after their feature in BlackOwned Brooklyn that people swarm their businesses, and it's not just immediately after the feature, that this is an ongoing boost for them.
Some retailers are working towards more permanent inclusivity. Sephora has pledged to reserve 15% of its shelves for products from Black creators. But Terrence says the retail industry needs to go further.
You can't really just slap a rainbow flag on a pair of shoes and say that you support gay rights, but then throughout the year don't do any other activism. It goes beyond just having a dedicated month. I wish that activism was year-long, and I wish it was consistent.
We don't want to sort of guilt people into shop at these Black businesses. We think that these businesses are great and people should shop at them because they're great.
Yeah, it's not like a charitable act to shop at a Black business.
They're not just places where people buy goods and services. These are places that connect the community. To support these local businesses, it's more than just buying things. It's more about helping sustain that local culture.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.